Whether you know it or not, Lorwyn Eclipsed is on the way and you need to get ready for it. If you're one of the many Magic players that's already interested in Lorwyn Eclipsed, the upcoming set dropping in January of 2026, you might want to get in there and get those pre-orders done because this one is going to be huge. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thank you again for hanging out today for another video. Now, Lorwyn Eclipsed, the knowledge we know about this set will kind of stem from what we know from 2007. 19 years ago is when the original Lorwyn dropped in October of that year. Now, that was the part of mini blocks. We had Lorwyn followed by Morningtide. I remember them very well. Then we had Shadowmoor and Eventide. Those are the two kind of mini blocks that go together to make the mega 4-set Lorwyn block. This is a huge thing, okay? Now, Lorwyn gave us a massive amount of new Magic concepts and ideas that we had never seen before back in 2007. Now, for players who remember back then, you are the players who have probably already put your pre-orders in. You're getting everything ready for what this block is about to bring us with a brand new set, Lorwyn Eclipsed. Now, for players who don't know, this is going to give you some information and a little bit of data to make some decisions on what you want to do when this upcoming set drops, because there's something to consider as well, is we don't have a remastered product in January because we have Lorwyn Eclipsed dropping, a standard set that will rotate in. That means we are going to have a higher sales volume because this set is going to be utilized in standard play. When we look back at 2007 though, when we jump back and look at what this set gave us in the original Lorwyn block, Lorwyn was the first set to give us Planeswalkers. The idea of a Planeswalker was you as the player are, of course, a Planeswalker. Yeah, we all know that. We've been around the game for a while. The Planeswalker is like a teammate. Another Planeswalker who's supposed to represent helping you battle off whatever you're trying to do inside the game. An amazing idea and concept. They gave us one of each color. You probably remember them. We had a Johnny Goldmate. We had Jace Beleren, Chandra Nalaar, Garruk Wildspeaker, and of course, Liliana Vess. I think all those guys are alive today. All these Planeswalkers are still alive currently, right? So it's kind of crazy as well. They haven't killed them off yet, but here we go. Now, this is also the very first set that gave us changelings. Changelings and shapeshifters represent every creature type inside Magic the Gathering. Now, we recently had a set drop. We had that set called Edge of Eternities. And inside that set, they gave us the Thrumming Hive Pool. These gave slivers, affinity for slivers to make the spell cast easier. It's an artifact that, of course, creates 2 slivers every turn, but also gives them haste and double strike. So this 6 casting cost artifact is about to be, well, cheapened, because the cost of the card's only a couple of bucks. But all those changelings that are probably coming in Lorwyn are probably going to make that card pop a little bit more than people realize. If they give us even 4 or 5 usable changelings inside standard, you are going to see the hive pool everywhere because it'll be getting itself played on turn 3, depending on the casting cost of those changelings. And that's something to keep in mind. The Wizards of the Coast is very well aware of how they like to synergize their sets. And always between that 12-month period, they like to have sets rotate in with new deck ideas, concepts, and design space to let players build more aggressive or more competitive strategic decks. This is going to be an edge that you need to be aware of. Now, we also have things like Hideaway. Now, Hideaway was a way to hide creatures underneath lands, and that came inside Lorwyn as well. Lorwyn offered a lot of new ideas, and it came on the heels of Future Sight, which had a whole bunch of new ideas already. So they had to move things over and get it into the Lorwyn block, which is why Lorwyn is just jam-packed with crazy powerful cards. And remember, Lorwyn is one of those sets. But Morningtide, Eventide, Shadowmoor, they all had their little idea spaces as well. And they're all crazy powerful. They're amazing, iconic moments in Magic that a lot of players remember. We're going almost 20 years now, and we're finally going back to a block that players have been clamoring for over a decade. The idea of all these new Universes Beyond sets are big, of course. But when you want to galvanize a player base that's been around 20 years and you bring in a nostalgic old school idea set like this that had so many new concepts and ideas being brought to the forefront, you can't go wrong. You are going to just get your players into your stores buying the product. And I know this firsthand already. Because when you have a lot of stores already getting requests for the collector box and a collector bundle pack of this product line, and you don't want to put them up yet because you have no idea what allocation numbers are going to look like, that gives you a good indicator that this is going to be a hot selling set whether you like it or not. So it's better to prep up and get ready for it, because some stores may not have the capital in a new year to be able to start purchasing by themselves. They'll need pre-order money to make this all happen. I hope you guys have a good LGS. Now, another thing of note is because there were so many new concept and design ideas added into the Lorwyn block, the Planeswalkers being the main one. When you look at those Planeswalkers coming up, and how they've changed over the years, going back to Lorwyn gives Wizards of the Coast some design space to allow either new versions of those Planeswalkers to be created or some kind of variation on the original artwork with the original card design, and have that represented as either a special guest or a special kind of serialized version of those cards for players who remember that block so fondly. It's almost like going back to a place you know, but they've redesigned it so you can collect certain things within that set. It's probably going to be a very big set for people. It's going to be a huge, nostalgic, iconic moment. And it's going to attract new players who have really been enjoying the new in-house IP designs that Wizards of the Coast has given us with various sets, including Edge of Eternities, Bloomburrow, and of course following through with things like Tarkir Dragonstorm. We've had a lot of space. When we look at how they've done it though, they've done a good job. As long as they follow up with some things that players are going to remember, as well as expand on what this world looks like, you're going to attract new players as well. When you add this in with the synergy, I believe that is going to be there with some of the sets we've already seen, like we talked about with the Hive Pool, we are going to have a massive hit on our hands for this particular set. Now, of course, box prices for the collector boxes will start low for those people who put them up. I think they're around anywhere from $240 to $260 US. And here in Canada, the box prices I've seen are anywhere from $380 to $410 so far. Now, of course, that's a lot less than Universes Beyond, but we know how LGSs and the market has been following. They are trying to capitalize on as much money as they possibly can, which means when they see these things start to sell, if there's hot cards in the set that cause a lot of spikes, of course, we are going to see prices skyrocket, which means you are taking a risk either buying early and canceling if you have to, or trying to buy late but paying a lot more money to get into that space of a box you should have probably bought all along if you were really interested in this block. It's a huge idea. It's a huge concept idea for this world that I think a lot of players are looking forward to. And new players are kind of like, what is this world all about? And they're probably researching themselves to see what went on. I'm most curious to see what creatures, ideas, and heroes they put inside. I'm not really concerned. I know they'll probably have saga cards of some type. These kind of things have been really following along the expansion of new ideas inside spaces like enchantments, right? We've seen that really grow over the last couple of years. That makes sense. They would try to expand that stuff out. But look at any kind of, I guess, sidelined creature type design space ideas that haven't been filled out, heroes, villains, that kind of stuff. You might see a lot more of that inside this set. It's going to be kind of crazy, and I think a lot of players are really looking forward to it. I want to thank you guys for stopping by the channel today. Thanks for hanging out with the Moxman. Let me know if you're excited for this upcoming set. We're still months away, but is it something you're considering buying? Share it with the channel. Thanks again. Leave some comments in the comment section. Don't forget to give the videos a thumbs up. And if you're a lurker in the background and you enjoy the Moxman, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put new content out every single day. Hey guys, a big shout out and thank you to the fantastic patrons of the channel. Thanks for hanging in there with the Moxman today. These are the patrons, the supporters of the channel who allow for the daily upload of content to happen. And you know what? I gotta remind people, shop smart, shop S smart. Those collector boxes, they're going to be hard to get. Bundle packs going to be insane. But when you get to those play booster boxes, this is one of those sets we're going to see a lot of product open. Keep that in mind. Guys, see you tomorrow. Are you here for the Ramble Jamble? You saw me click the button and you said, this isn't over yet? No, it's not done, son. We are here. Welcome back to the Ramble and the Jamble. Yeah. Lorwyn Eclipsed is going to be massive. If we look at what they did with Tarkir Dragonstorm, a world we haven't seen since 2014, which is, by the way, 7 years removed, of course, from Lorwyn. When you look at that distance of time we are talking about and the breadth of Magic players that will be attracted to this set, it's going to be massive. And good for them. I'm looking forward to this set. I find it very hard to believe that I've seen so many Magic sets in the last 12 months that I've been excited for. It's very unusual for me to actually get hyped up about stuff and feel that draw. And in this ramble jamble, I don't feel bad saying it. I looked forward to Spider-Man. It's not a big enough set for me. I think they missed some ideas, but it's a good set. I'm looking forward to Avatar. I want to see what they're going to do with it. Tarkir got my mind blown. Edge of Eternities. Oh my, like what? What? Crazy stuff, everyone. I love it. Either way, it's going to be big. I'm probably going to purchase some. I think it'd be smart to do so. Yeah. Thrumming Hive Pool. People forgot about that one, didn't they?